then we'll stop it
Mm.
and we'll do another 15 minutes if you have more things to say. So
Yeah.
that way we can, if we do a whole half hour, it's too much
Yeah.
video to download.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going.
Okay, well, Carl, let's start in the beginning. Can you tell us when you were born and where you were born?
Yeah, I was born in Rockland, July 10th, 1925, which is just coming up. Was 91.
Wow.
You got a birthday.
Yeah, July 10th, yeah.
And did you live in Rockland, or how did you get to South Thomaston?
My folks lived in Owl's Head. My father bought a place there, and when he came up this country, and so that's where I grew up. Was Owl's
Owl's
Head.
Head.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
where was your dad from?
Huh?
Where was your dad from?
He was from Finland.
Finland.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of the town, but then my mother and her folks both came from Finland, but she grew up in Rockland.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how did you get into fishing? Was your dad a fisherman, or did you?
No,
were you the
he
first
didn't.
one?
My father was. He worked in the Great Northern paper. At one time, he had 150 men working for him up in the woods. They used to have take a contract, and they'd have a crew in there. And then he went to work for the state and worked on the highway, and he pretty much retired from that.
Well, what got you into fishing?
What?
How did you get into fishing?
Well, I thought I'd try. I built this. I said, I guess I'll build this boat. Well, no, well, actually, we built two boats right here in the shop. Two 16-footers, and so I set out a few traps, and I liked it, so I sold all my equipment that I had. I was, kind of a small contractor. I had backhoe and trucks, but before that, I had big trucks on big 10-wheelers. And I worked up the limestone up on the air base up there with them. I had 5 big Macs. And I finally got tired of being away from home all the time. I had a big family, Yeah, I said, well, I'll try it. Well, I liked it, so,
Well, tell us about your first boat. You said you built it here?
Yeah, I built it right here. This little, get a very good picture of it. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to find a good looking one here. This is the first power boat I had. It was a Mackinac boat built over in South Thompson.
Yeah, those were very popular.
No, they were a nice boat.
Yep.
Who's with you in the boat?
That's my wife. My wife went with me summers about 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't see any real good pictures of that boat. This fella there is, he's got my present boat now. When I was out, I use it when I go to home. That's,
Yep. So would your tell us about your first boat? How big was it? What kind of
it was
equipment did
just
you
a
have?
16-footer, and it was I don't know, about 5, 6 feet wide. I can't remember exact, but I think it was 5 feet. I think. Yeah.
Did you have an engine on it, or did you row it?
It was an outboard.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a 10 horse outboard on it.
Do you remember when that was, Carl, that you built that?
Yeah, that's 1963, I think.
63?
Yeah.
So how did you learn how to fish? Did you teach yourself how to fish?
Well, I used to go some stern man, Don York. Do you know? You remember Don York?
I know of Don York, but I didn't know him. But
Yeah. Yeah, and I went, in the wintertime, and I wasn't doing anything. Oh, come on out and go stern man with me. So I'd take, we'd go out, and then we went haul but in a little bit in the spring. And I've always been, I was in the Navy anyway, but I always liked the water. But,
So what did you were 30? You must have been in your 30s when you got into lobstering,
yeah,
and you were doing contracting business before that.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what was it about fishing that you liked?
Well, I just like the water, being out on the water and stuff.
Yeah. And did you fish? Did you fish all 12 months, or did you?
Well, I have a couple, just a couple times, and I figured it was too much effort in the wintertime, what you get out of it.
Yeah.
A couple of winters, I fished way down there what they call the western bottom, and you get down there in a nice morning, then the wind comes on northwest, and you've got the bucket all the way back. More than a lot of the time you couldn't haul at all, so the stuff is freezing on you on your washboard, and it wasn't too pleasant. So.
And what was the last boat that you had? How big was it?
38 foot.
38.
Yeah, there's there's a load of traps on that one.
Yeah. In there.
that's a wooden boat.
No, that's
Is that fiberglass?
that's Holland 38.
Oh, a Holland 38. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice boat.
Yeah, and the guy Bruce Farron down there finished it off. He did a nice job. It looked like a yacht when I got it.
Did you have electronics on it?
Oh yeah, I had everything on there, pretty much. So there's another one. This is the first new boat that I had, and Arno Day built this. This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 32 footer.
That's the one I remember from Ducky's.
Yeah. The
I
name
think you
was-
were one of the first to have an Arno Day.
Yeah.
And didn't Bill Iliff, did he get that boat? Or
Yeah, Bill got
Bill-
that boat, and he
yeah.
had it quite a few.
he had it for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, 12, 15 years, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. Let's see.
So you had your skiff, and then you had a Mackinnon,
Yeah.
and you had an Arno Day, and then you had a Holland.
Well, then I had a 36 Arno Day. But I don't think I got a picture of it here anyway. Get these all mixed up anyway. I don't know.
Where did the 36 go after you sold it?
Huh?
Where did the 36-foot boat go
That went out, and the guy was, when I got the 38 that I got now, I headed up sail, and the guy come along, and he looked at it, and he got up and looked out the windshield and said, "I'll take it." And that was it. I said, my wife said, I guess I'll put a price of 30,000 on it. Oh, she said, you can get more than that. I said, put 35. So the guy come along and he gave me 35 just like that. He was tickled to death with it. And he used to call me from Massachusetts every once in a while, just to tell me how he was doing. And,
Oh, that's nice.
you know,
Yeah. And then you got the 38, and that was your last one.
that was the last one.
Yeah.
I still got that.
Yeah.
And that, because Bruce finished that off, and I said, I'd like to have a wooden deck. So he put a fiberglass deck in, then he put the wood on top of that. And it's got, it's a Rocco is the name of the wood. And he had an old guy that come in and put the wood in, and then he, on the hatches, he, kind of cut them right in instead of just buttoning them up against the hatches. Everything is all, fitted good.
Fancy.
And it still looks now that.
Yeah.
See, that boat is 20 some odd years old, and it looks just like new, that does.
That guy's taking care of it.
Yeah.
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 Did you ever have a dangerous situation that you found yourself in when fishing?
And what, a dangerous?
Yeah.
Well, I had one that was pretty dangerous. I was hauling down there a little green island, right just the side of the line. Well, the striped can, but I set a pair of traps and looked up, see where the other one was, and then steamed up there. And when I did, rope got on I had two guys with me, but they hauled me right up in of course, put me right on the deck. And I said, get me a knife. Well, they didn't know what to do. They're trying to hold me down. And I kept on sliding along the deck, and I came to the transom, started out over, and for some unknown reason, the warp, I could see the buoy and the warp on one of my leg just like that.
That was close.
That was close. And I strained so hard that from my waist clear down to my heel, it was all black and blue.
Now, how old were you when that happened, Carl?
Well, I don't know. I can't think, but it was quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the rope grabbed you, and then the rope let you go.
Yeah. Well, the old guy up ahead, I guess, he must have said, it's too late, too early for you to die or something. Boy, that was some close call, though. And after that, I took and put a cord right from with a switch on it that shut the motor down. Went from there right to the stern, and if I could reach up in there and just pull on it, and it shut the motor off.
And the guys you had with you weren't much help.
No, they didn't give me the knife like I told them to. But I should have had a knife pop up under the stern, and I could have probably reached there. Close call.
Did you ever have any friends that had a close call or didn't come back?
I think some of them have, some of the older guys,
I'm going to stop this for a minute and then we'll start it up.